We welcome you live to Dorrance Field, and we are underway today. Johns Hopkins and Carolina. Matchup of two teams inside the top 15 in the inside lacrosse polls, and two 3-1 ball clubs. First face-off won by Zach Tucci and the Tar Heels, coming off a win over Brown earlier in the week. And Lance Tillman out there starting on the top midfield line. Here's Tillman, a rip into the top of the net. And Carolina strikes first. 20 this time around. Angelos behind the cage. Ten to shoot. DeSimone is high. Didn't touch a piece of the goal, so the shot clock stays at 7. Limited time to work with for Joey Epstein behind the cage as he re-triggers. Going against Gable. Epstein's got to get a shot off. Tight defense from the Tar Heels, and they win it back. Alex Bresci. And Carolina gets into their offensive set, leading 1-0. Lance Tillman, the goal scorer for the Tar Heels. He's back out there on the top midfield line today with Henry Schertzinger and Ryan O'Connell. Here's Henry. Back up top, Tillman. A look to Gray, who goes low to high. Carolina struggling to clear on back-to-back possessions. Hopkins coming off a come-from-behind win over a Loyola-ranked team last weekend. Scored the last 3 goals of the game and an 11-10 victory. Brendan Grimes, he's played some at midfield in the past for Johns Hopkins. Playing on that starting attack this season. Angelos looks middle, that's a goal. Garrett Degnon, the first. Paul Barden, the freshman on close defense, watching Connor DeSimone, comes up top. That's Ryan Evans. "90-second shot clock is under 10 seconds. We're now approaching 10 seconds. Got to get a shot off. They do. Krieg beats it low. Good read from Colin Krieg. Seeing the ball well early and a nice outlet pass. Connor Marr in transition. Solomon feeds doorstep Gray. He's free. He scores. Second of the game for Chris Gray. The first 3 goals today for UNC. And they're back up by 2. Named the USA Lacrosse Magazine Preseason Player of the Year in the Tewaaraton conversation, and that was just too easy for him right in front. Big face-off win for Johns Hopkins. Here's the goal scorer for Hopkins, number 40, Degnan. Standing 6'4", 200 pounds from the midfield. Matt Wright watches him. Lone loss this season for Hopkins came to Georgetown, a top 4 team in the country. Epstein, step down shot. It's the ball in those big moments. He is a 3-time captain for the Blue Jays. Second 3-time captain in the program since 1950. Zach Tucci off the faceoff win, sliding on the turf. There's an open shot for Nicky Solomon. Down at the faceoff X, first quarter, Carolina led in the faceoff column 4-3. Kyle Prouty did take a couple faceoffs, Went 1 for 2 for Hopkins, his first 2 of the season, former starter for them. Violation, so Tucci stays out there. Tar Heels get the group out there they want. That includes Cole Herbert and Harrison Schertzinger, who has a running start. Henry Schertzinger got a shorty on him. Jump shot, a little high. Tar Heels are there on the backup. Tillman scored the game's first goal. He restarts. Step down. High again from Henry. UNC replacing so much in that midfield group. 370 combined career points from their starters last year. Chris Gray. Touch pass in front. Too easy. Jacob Kelly's first of the day.
Carolina by number 9, Jacob Kelly. Assisted on the play by number 4, Chris Gray.
So Kelly's on the board after 8 points in the last game. Cameron last year now a clear-cut starter at attack. UNC's largest lead, they're up by 3. Big face-off win for the Blue Jays. Tyler Dunn. Now Dunn's gonna have an opportunity, and he scores! Shots now 16-10 in favor of UNC. Epstein winds up, sails it high. Too much space there. Degnan misses. So a couple shots from that 15 to 20 yard range off the mark. Shot clock down to 15. Carolina defense looking better in the early stages than they have at points this season. Shot clock at 5. DeSimone wraps around. Jump shot somehow finds the back of the net. Late in the shot clock, Connor DeSimone dials one up for himself. They have an opportunity to tie it here. They've been using a lot of that shot clock so far, but it didn't matter last time. Roll dodge by Angelos. Jack Keogh. Looking for that cutter middle. Degnan on the doorstep, deflects off Cregan in, and we've got a tie game. Second of the day for Garrett. 16. Last 6 in the game have come off the sticks of the Blue Jays. Important face-off. Tires out there. Last touched off of Dunn and Hopkins as it rolls out of bounds. Carolina gets back possession, trying to stop a 3-0 run. Jacob Kelly, the goal scorer in this second quarter for the Tar Heels. The lefty Zinsner, he can really shoot it from the outside. You can see how the ball not really rolling out today. Very wet surface. Chris Gray working on Scott Smith. Chris Gray doing Chris Gray things. 2 assists to his name as well. 15th of the season for him. Clean win by Tyre. Step down shot, nothing but net. Nicky Solomon does a little dance afterwards, and Carolina quickly goes back up by 2. All starts with right. Gray on the backup. So Tar Heels regain their largest lead of the game, up 3. Really fun back and forth first half here from Dorrance Field. Schertzinger. A little bit of contact there as he went to shoot it. Tillman, his second of the first half. UNC has its largest lead. They lead it 9-5. Freshmen in that midfield group have yet to see them today, but Egan out there at attack now gives them a different look. He's 6'5". Here he is. Passes in front. Good save and a deflection into the stick of Jack Line. It was a good opportunity, and now Hopkins an important clear and a big possession to try and stop a 4-0 run. They're 6 for 7 clearing today now. Shot to the face of Keogh, that's a penalty. Upcoming on Matt Wright. They will go on the man up after this possession concludes. DeSimone rolling around the cage and scoring. An important one for Hopkins to stop the 4-0 run. Would be their largest halftime lead of the season. Ryan O'Connell. Backup awarded to UNC. Schertzinger race there. One last possession of the first half. Tillman. Chris Gray looking for number 5. That's saved on the bounce. Hopkins, one last ditch effort. Final seconds, they won't get a shot off in time, and we go to the break. Ryan O'Connell, one of the leaders on the midfield, back from last year. Nicky behind the back pass. Not who he meant to pass it to, but it ended up all right. Ryan O'Connell on the shot. 6 to shoot for UNC. They start from behind the cage. Tillman. And he can't do anything with it and decides to just discard of that. So a strong defensive possession there from Johns Hopkins to start the second half. And they don't clear it. Now UNC in transition. This is where Gray is so good. Surveying his options. Solomon in front. Kelly. Tic-tac-toe. Every attack member got a touch. The Tar Heels score. An outstanding save from point-blank range by Colin Krieg. Some of these jerseys getting a little dirty out there. Lance Tillman, one of them. He's got 2 goals today. Rain seems to have stopped for the moment, but it has been pretty consistent throughout. O'Connell. Chris Gray. Hands free. Upper left 90. 5 goals on the game for Chris Gray.
Carolina goal by number 4, Chris Gray.
7 total points, and we are in the third quarter. That is high cheese. Head coach Peter Millman, so known for his offensive schemes over at Cornell. Had a really great run with Cornell. I remember Jeff Teat, one of their top attackers. Took them to an Ivy League tournament title in 2018, a couple NCAA tournament appearances. Hopkins for so long was coached by Dave Petramala, now the defensive coordinator at rival Syracuse. As they start a new era, Gary Gate, their new head coach. Syracuse, by the way, lost yesterday to Virginia ACC opener, 20-11. Cavaliers won. And kind of a so-so start for the ACC and out-of-conference early action for their lofty standards, at least. But Virginia's looked really good. Big shot, Solomon, into the back of the net. Tar Heels have their largest lead, and they have doubled up Hopkins. 16 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Under 10 seconds left. Tillman trying to get it up top to Gray. That is a wrap on quarter number 3. Tire took all 6 of those in the first half. Tar Heels win possession there. Looked like a violation on Dunn. He races off the field. UNC putting together one of the more complete games they've had this season against a really good Hopkins team. Hopkins out of the Big Ten, which is always good. ACC and Big Ten, two of the premier conferences right now in college lacrosse. O'Connell scores! 2 assists. Tillman 2 goals, 1 assist. Tucci trying to become the 6th different goal scorer. Passes behind to Gray. Kelly 2 goals, 1 assist. O'Connell, first goal of the game. And UNC always balanced. Now has 5 different goal scorers. Chris Gray right in front. Goal number 6 today. You just can't. That's a hold on Hopkins. Or check that, it was on UNC. So Hopkins keeps possession, 12 minutes left, final quarter. Tar Heels have opened this thing up 14-6 after leading 9-6 at halftime. DeSimone flings it to Joey Epstein, the senior, 3-time captain. One of the top players in the Big Ten. Keeping his eye on Cage. Joey to the middle. He scores! Herbert flings the pass high. Looked to lose his handle there as he went to pass it Zinsner's way. 5 minutes dead in this fourth quarter. Tar Heels have led by as many as 8. They have not trailed today. Coming off a 14-11 win over Brown. Degnan. Good save by Krieg, but on the rebound, that's a goal. Back-to-back goal. Saved by Curson. Look at that ride. Tillman there, fighting hard. He wins it, he's pushed. Back to Hopkins. Wholesale substitutions now. Hopkins has shifted things back their way here, scoring the last 2 goals, evening up the time of possession in this 4th quarter. This is a big offensive possession. Epstein scores! He's got 4. He's getting it right now, 4th quarter action. After UNC scored the first 2 of this quarter, Hopkins has scored the last 3. It's a 5-goal game. Tire there on a huge face-off. Carolina in transition. Look out, Chris Gray, 7 today. And a timely one for the leader. We got Maryland, Rutgers inside the top 5. Ohio State up to 8 in the polls. After beating UNC, they're still undefeated. Back to action here. Keogh holding. Pass gets away. Paul Barton trying to scoop it up. He does with the deep pull. Throws it away, though. 30 seconds and change left. Epstein loves to dance around the cage. Good save by Krieg. Michigan, another one of those ranked teams in the Big Ten. They're number 17, also undefeated. The only team not ranked in the Big Ten is Penn State, who was up there as the number 1 team in the country not that long ago. So 6 really good programs right now. Angelo scores! Goal of the season for the junior. He had a career-high 5 points earlier in the season against Towson. Tucci wins the faceoff. Final possession of the game. Tar Heels are going to tick away the clock and celebrate. Really strong win today for UNC.